Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so before we jump into what we did today, I just want to say if you are new here, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. And if this is your first time on my channel, then make sure you do hit that subscribe button. Okay, we have a ton of fun here. We obviously do a lot of bright, colorful looks, as you can clearly tell by today's video. Sorry, I have like blue all over the place and I'm trying to get it off my hand. And if you're not new and you've been here for a while, thank you for supporting me. I really appreciate it. I love it. Thank you. But so today we did this look right here, and I went in with an old palette today. I'm not gonna lie. I used my Carnival XL Pro palette. This is like my #1 baby. I love this palette so much. And you know what? I know I used to use this a lot when I first started my channel, but I really haven't picked it up since then, you know? So if you have never seen this palette before, this is what she looks like. She is beauty and grace. She is beautiful. This is the first palette that I've ever hit pan on. I've 1, 2, 3 shades. Of course, it's the blue ones because you guys know I love my blue and my green and purpley looks. But anyways, this is what we used today. An oldie but a goodie. Love her. She will never get old and never get neglected ever again. I always forget like how good that palette is. Like I know that it's a good freaking palette, but it's only until I start using it again where I'm like, why have I not reached for this, you know? All right, so I'm going to not talk anymore, not blabber on, because there's really not much to say. But yeah, this is the look. If you like it, you like me, you want to see how I got it, then go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so as per usual, I've already primed with my Revlon Candid. Nothing new. I've actually kind of been sitting here with it on my eye for a little bit, so I should probably go in with like a little bit more just to get it a little bit wet. I've been sitting here kind of messing with like my camera settings, just changing things up a little bit. I don't know how it's gonna look because nothing ever matches. Like my viewfinder on my camera doesn't match my laptop viewfinder that I have going on, and none of these match what I see on my computer, and then my computer doesn't match what I see on like the actual upload video on the TV. So I never know like really how these things are gonna look until I like pre-watch them before I upload them. So if it looks bad, that's why. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Mood, this really deep blue right here. And this is gonna go right on this outer corner. I'm also gonna take it into the inner corner as well, but I'm mostly focusing this on the outer corner right now. Just trying to build that pigment up and get my shape down as usual. And then once I have that, I'm just gonna start stamping this into the inner corner. And then with whatever's left over, I'm just gonna go around the edges a little bit and just help start to blend. That makes sense. Did I even say that right? I feel like I did not. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with the shade Make Waves. This one here, I've already hit pan on the shade. I've hit pan on a couple of shades in this palette, but I'm just gonna use that to start blending out these edges. These shadows, I swear, they blend so easy together. It's like no freaking work. It's amazing. Like it was that easy, so quick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start pulling out this shade. I've done this a couple of times in some of my looks and I actually love it. If you haven't tried it yet, you should. Even if you don't like wear it out and about, just sit around and play with makeup. Like it's so fun. So as always with these looks, I'm mostly just trying to get the color down, and then I always go back in and blend and perfect things. So just keep that in mind. Then I'm going to go in with Showboat, this shade right here. Very kick-uppy shade, not going to lie. And this is going to go right on the end of the Make Waves shade. And then I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and I'm going to dip into the shade Ecstasy. And this is going to go on the edge. Again, I'm not worried about blending so much as getting the pigment on there and getting like a rough blend. That's what I'm going to call it, a rough blend. So then I'm going to go back in with the shade Ecstasy, and I'm taking a like smudger pencil brush, and this is going to go right on this inner corner. Then I'm also going to take the tiniest bit, like I'm literally just barely touching it and tapping it a lot. And I'm going to put that right here. Just because I don't want that spot to look empty and incomplete, but I don't want it to be so poppin' with this shade. So I'm just using just a very light hand and just kind of filling it in a little bit. So now I'm just going to go off camera and cut my crease. I'm just cutting it like I normally do. There's nothing new. I just don't want to waste your guys' time with it. So I'm going to do that really quick, and then I'm going to come back and show you what I did for the lid. All right, cut crease is on. And I was too lazy to clean up like around it. So we're just going to ignore that, okay? I'm just too lazy. So I'm going to go in with the shade Peppermint. And I'm going to use my finger at first, but then I'm going to go in with a brush to like get around the edges, you know? So we're just going to pop this shade on. This shade isn't like the most climactic shade, but it is really pretty, but we did kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. So I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to hit around the edges. If my camera keeps going out of focus, I don't really know what the hell's going on with it. It's really starting to piss me off though. Okay, so like I said, this shadow wasn't as like poppin' as I wanted it to be. So I went in with my, what is this? I got this in the mail. This is it's the Beauty Bay liquid eyeshadow. It's in the shade Serantine. I don't really know, but it was pretty. So I used this and I just put that all over my lid. And that gives it just like a little bit of extra pop. I'm going to go in with another layer over here. I just want to see what it looks like. Because I only used the one over here, but oh, that's pretty. I have to fix up those edges, but that's okay. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so if you have these, or if you want to try them, definitely go in with 2 layers. Just let that first one dry. That is really pretty though. Okay, so while I'm having this first layer dry, I'm going to go ahead and really perfect the blend on this side. So I'm just going to go back in with all the same shades, all the same brushes, and just perfect it as much as I can. Okay, so I've perfected it as, oh my god, I cannot talk today. I've perfected it as much as I can. Good gravy. So then what I'm going to do is I went back in with the eyeshadow topper and I just took it on a brush. I just like, you know, picked it up off the applicator. And I used that to highlight my brow bone, and I'm just stamping it on there, not swiping it. I just felt like it gave it such a good shine up there. So for the bottom lash line, if I can find my brush, I lose it every time. I went in it with my Beauty Creations Gel Pot Liner in the shade After Dark. And I just use that to line my waterline. Nothing exciting, nothing crazy. Then I took a pencil brush and I just went back in with the shade Mood, which was the blue shade that we used. And I need my like mirror up close for this. Just went right under that liner. Then I went back in with Make Waves and I just blended that shade out. It's gonna look kind of weird until I get like my base on so I can fully clean it up properly, but this is just like the basis. Then I took a little bit of Showboat and I kind of just went and blended everything out. Like I said, we're gonna clean it up once everything's on my face. Just a little roughy rough of what I did. I look crazy. So now the lids are dry, I'm gonna go back in and fix up this line right here. We are not gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna go back in with Mood. As always, I'm just angling this shade up. And all I'm doing is just going back in with the shades that I used. So Mood, and then Make Waves, and then a little bit of Showboat. That's it. Super easy. And then I actually lined my waterline this time. I normally don't, but I got a new liquid liner. This is the Anastasia one, and holy moly, this stuff is amazing. It is so good. Like, it's so pigmented, it is so dark, it dries completely matte, it stays put. Oh, I love this. I love this so much. But anyways, that's like the basis for the eye look. I still have to put on lashes and obviously clean stuff up, you know, find mistakes to fix that I didn't see. But this is pretty much it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do my base on camera today. I think I'm just gonna keep it as the eyes. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do my base off camera. I'm just gonna keep it focused on the eyes today. So I will be right back when everything is finally complete.
Researchers in Italy, let me tell you, they found a link between exposure to these chemicals and lower sperm counts, lower sperm mobility, and shorter penises. Yeah, you heard me right. No need to rewind 15 seconds. Shorter penises. In October of 2016.
I was not expecting that. I was watching Bailey's new podcast thing and shorter penises came up. Okay. But anyways, guys, this is the finished look. I hate the way my base came out. I tried a new foundation today and holy moly, I feel like I just slathered oil all over my face. It was literally just so like dewy. It's the Josie Maran Vibrancy foundation. I don't know. I picked this up at Marshall's. I saw it and I like always saw influencers back in the day like ranting and raving about it, so I wanted to try it, and I will say the shade matched me so perfectly. Like, you couldn't even tell the difference between my neck and my face at all. It was spot on perfect. I got this in the shade Cosmic G15, but oh my god, it was so wet. It was beyond wet. Okay, and then I actually used a new cream contour today. I was going to do it on camera, but I didn't want to like do my entire base and then, you know, just to review like two products. But this is the W7 Bronze Chic Universal Bronzing Balm. I got this off Amazon and I've seen Emma Fleming using this on her channel, so I wanted to try it because I love her as well. And honestly, this is so close to my Soul bronzer from Colourpop. I'm trying to find it, but like my room is a complete disaster right now. Oh yeah, so this is my Soul and this is the W7 one. Yeah, these are like perfect dupes. This one looks just a tad bit warmer than this one, but honestly on the skin it looked almost exactly the same. And if you want to save some money, this was only like $5. The W7 one, and I think the Soul body is like $12, but it's literally the same freaking thing. So if you want to save some money, I would get the W7 one. It's on Amazon. But yeah, that's it. On the lips, I ended up using my Colourpop BFF liner. As always, I used my Jaclyn lipstick in Empowered. I used this in my last video, and I topped it off with my Fenty Beauty Diamond Milk Gloss. I used the same combo in my last video because I love it. I think it's so pretty. But anyways, I'm going to stop talking. This is the look. I really love how the eyes came out. I really just do not like my base. Not to mention, there's blue everywhere. Like, it was just, like, it's in my eyebrow line and I can't clean it up. Like, it's so messy that it's, like, right here. It is just everywhere. And that's why you do your base last. But even today I struggled with doing my base, so that was fun. But anyways, guys, this is the finished look. I really don't have anything to talk about. I didn't use a new palette or anything, so I don't want to review it. I like it. I think it's pretty. It's very cute. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on my Instagram. That will be up on the screen as always. And every product that I use today is always going to be down in the description box. So if you're ever wondering what I'm using, it's down there. And I have nothing else to say except I love you guys and I will see you in the next video. Bye.